Good morning, everyone. How's the sound here? Okay? Here we go. Good morning. Thanks for braving the snow. I have some friends that told me they were just going to cozy down today. So. As you are, you're welcome here. Visitor, friend, or longtime member, you are welcome here. With little children or your partner or alone, we joyfully welcome you here. You're welcome here as believer or doubter, as joiner or loner. You're welcome here. Feeling a part of us or not, full of energy or not, seeking a vision or a rest, you're welcome to join us as you are. We acknowledge that we are in the Aboriginal territories of the Salish, Nez Perce, Blackfeet, and Anishinaabe people who shared the Helena Valley as hunting grounds. Now, our usual chalice lighter, Sam, isn't here. And also, that means I need offertory people too. Karen is volunteering. Boy, you notice how she got up before I even asked? It's great. Come on in. Okay. Dress for the weather. Okay. Now, all together, please. We gather this hour as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning, in celebration of the life we share together. Now I'm going through the list of top 10 Unitarian hymns, and so we're going to sing Morning Has Broken. We have an announcement and maybe a few others that will want to be recorded on YouTube. So, Georgia, you want to make your announcement?
So the annual meeting is 2 weeks away, and that is where we'll elect new board members. And 2 weeks in front of that meeting, we let you know who the candidates are. And one is Karen Stevenson, and yay! And the other one is Christina Barbacciano, or as I like to say, Christina B, because I don't know if I pronounced that right. She can't be here today. And then we would also on the ballot will be Cass going for re-election and Ken McLean going for a re-election. If you know you're not going to be here on the 21st of January and you're a member, you can have someone vote for you using this proxy form. So it's not an absentee ballot. You just give someone permission to vote however they tell you or however you think they would like you to vote. It's pretty informal, and then when the ballots come around, you just ask for an extra ballot at the time of the election. So these will be in the coffee room, so fill one out. Thank you for the time.
Anyone else have public announcements?
Next Sunday, we welcome our new members. So we'll have a brief ceremony during the service. We actually have 8 new members, but we've already welcomed Ezra, so we'll have 7 new members to welcome. Pretty good, huh?
Any others? Okay, dances of Universal Peace today at 2 o'clock at 706 Harrison. Might be the only exercise you get today unless you get out in the snow. Okay, I will need 2 volunteers. Usually the kids run back and get the, so we have to go back and get the plates back there.
They're supposed to be on here. This is supposed to work. I watch those kids do it.
It's fun to watch them pass out the plates. So I hope you 2 don't squabble at all, okay?
I know there's more people over here.
Oh, okay, you're gonna flip?
I know they're squabbling over the last time, so it's okay.
Whee! Okay. We have no children to sing out, and the first Sunday we don't do a message for all ages anyway. But we did we do have a new template, and it's going to have to be tweaked a little bit. So we're going to put what was going to be the closing hymn, "Let It Be a Dance We Do," on page 311. We're going to do that now so that Cheryl can take off. Okay, so please join us for 311. This is another one, but I don't know this one.
Charlotte didn't know this one. I told her she'd love it, so make her love it.
Cheryl this and every day. Okay, I have a brief message as a warm up for our small groups, and it's me again talking about myself. But I think that's not too inappropriate for this, because this is our chance where we give our own thoughts, our own feelings on different topics. So you're all going to get a chance, even though I'm going to start with talking again about me. Sorry. I'd like to choose topics about which I'm curious. For example, I have watched a close friend of many years bop from one church to another. When I asked her why, her answers weren't clear. I've seen people come into this congregation and leave. What do people want in a church? In a church service? What do I want? What do you want? My friend Tony claimed he was raised Methodist because his folks decided the Methodist church had the best cookies. There's a good reason for choosing a church. As a child, my father chose to send us to the Lutheran church for a number of reasons. Our family traditionally went to the Catholic church. But after Daddy had a major disagreement with the Catholic priest, he needed to find a new church home. Choosing the Lutherans was an easy decision because Dr. Young was the only other clergy in our town, other than the priest, who would come to our house and have a drink of Seagram's whiskey with Daddy. So that's how we chose the Lutheran church. Also, the Lutheran church was in walking distance, so Mom and Dad could send us off on our own every Sunday morning. As a child, I assumed this was so they could have a quiet breakfast together and not have to squabble over the funny papers, aka the Sunday comics. Looking back, I realized they might have used their childless time together for other activities. My own story is a bit similar. I left St. Paul's Methodist because I was uncomfortable with one of the ministers. I visited a number of churches but didn't have a clear idea of what I was looking for, other than I didn't want a biblically based Pentecostal type church. Though I was once crowned Bible queen because I had the books of the Bible memorized and could find scripture quickly, I have difficulty accepting everything in the Bible as true. It was such a relief when Polly Holmes, a minister's wife, suggested I take the Bible as a metaphor rather than at face value. I see the Bible's history translated from Aramaic to Greek to English as being something of a game of telephone, which we played as children, where a phrase is whispered down the line in hopes that it gets to the end of the line still making sense. Somewhere down the line in the original message of the New Testament, the message was changed. I feel that much of the Bible has changed from its original meaning, whether through happenstance or to fit someone's own agenda. So what brought me here to Big Sky UU? It started in university when I went to a UU service with the dean of my college. In Edmonds, Washington, Gary and I, both lapsed Lutherans, were married in a UU church. Coming to Helena, we found St. Paul's had a great program for our 3 children, so we found a home with the Methodists. When I first came to service at Big Sky UU, I found that I already knew a great number of faces. Familiarity counts with me, and these are people I knew and admired. Pat and Judy and Georgia, for example. Also, I was attracted to the children in dragon and fairy costumes. This was obviously a safe place to be. I wore this dress today because here I can wear what I want, bra or no bra. I'm still wondering about my own spiritual needs, and I don't know exactly what I want, but I love this church nonetheless. I come for the music. Thank you, Judy and Cheryl. And I come for the hymns such as Blue Boat Home, Come Sing a Song with Me, Morning Has Broken. I come for the closing circle. I come for a quiet moment's meditation with others. I come for people who agree with me and for people with new ideas. I come to think about God and spirituality. I love a message that gives me a new view of my relationship to something bigger than myself. And I love having ideas to chew on all week. So those are a few of my reasons why I come. So now we're going to hear what you have to say about what matters to you. I'll go over the guidelines, and then we can break into small groups. Okay. All present covenant to honor the safety of the group by listening to others with an open heart. This is the next one's the hardest one. Refrain from cross-talk, judgment, or giving advice. We all want to give advice, right? Please share as deeply as you can when it's your turn. And afterwards, we're not going to gossip about what is shared in the group. And we're only going to share our own stories as we please. Okay, there'll be 3 rounds of sharing. During each round, each person speaks at a time. One person speaks at a time. The job of listeners is to listen deeply, keeping their hearts open. The speakers share their heart as deeply as they're willing. For each round, each person takes 1 to 2 minutes to share. A person may choose to pass and not to speak. And the first question is, how did you arrive in this congregation? The second one is, what are 3 elements that are important to you in a church service or in the congregation? And question 3 is, what intellectually feeds you here? And what touches your heart? You can come in if you want. Okay. Okay, so dividing up, I see 9, 12, 17. 15. So should we get in 3 groups? We could have 5 groups of 3 or 3 groups of 5. Do you want 3 of 5? Is that what you said, Judy? Gives a little more. Okay, we're going to count to 3. Okay, Jeannie, would you start? 1, 2. Cass, you're 3. Ken?
1,
2,
Jackie? 1.
2,
Okay.
3,
1, 2,
3,
1,